today Mercury enters into Scorpio, that is at 8:45 p.m. and then will remain in this water sign for until 29th of December. So, what this transit will hold for us, let's discuss with Abhishek. So, please tell us.
Yes, Acharya Baramihir, one of the greatest Acharyas, he used to say, Adavagya should have close eyes on the transits. And if Adavagya has a close eyes on the transit, every moment, then his prediction cannot be wrong. Then his prediction will be correct. Na sansayaha. So this is a duty of a sadhak, a seeker of this divine shastra, to have a close eyes on the transit. And I'm really delighted with this question. When every day you are coming, every time you are coming, if any celestial transit is happening in our sky. And really tonight at 8:45 p.m. Indian Standard Time, Mercury, the great Buddha Dev, is transiting from Libra to Scorpio. So transiting from Libra to Scorpio is not ordinary transit tonight, because the king of the celestial sun and the commander of the celestial, the Mangal Dev, Mars, although very close to the sun, the combust at the moment, and Sukracharya, Datte Guru, Venus is waiting for Mercury. These three planets are waiting for Mercury to come. So it's not ordinary transit. It's a deep psychological. It's a karmic transformative mental phase. This transit is, because these four planets that is ruled by Mars. The sign is ruled by Mars, the Scorpio, the watery sign. The Scorpio, the earth house of the Kalpurus, the pit hole where these four planets are coming in. So it's not an ordinary transit for Mercury. It's a really special. It's a karmic transformative. It's a deep psychological. So it's a fiery water sign. So intense mind, indicating towards the intense mind. Because let's start with applying the principle of superimposition. So let us start with the Scorpio. The flavor of the psychological depth. The flavor, the signification of the hidden truth of a Scorpio. Secrecy from a Scorpio. The research orientation and transformation a Scorpio is bringing here. And here Mercury is going to be. So what is happening with the Mercury? Due to this superimposition, due to these layers of a Scorpio's significations here, Mercury is going to become more sharp. Mercury is going to become investigative. So investigative, because it's a research oriented, it's an intense mind is coming in. And the emotional perspective is also here coming. Mercury become strategic, intuitive.
Yeah.
So this flavor is coming with Mercury. So the most important thing I would like to highlight here, the native think, under the surface, beneath the surface, not on the surface, due to this Scorpio thing. The behavior of Mercury is like this. Now here the mighty sun, the Mars and Venus is sitting, and Scorpio is coming in this group in a Scorpio. So these other three planets with Mercury, amplify the mental intensity. Because, Mahaguru Maharishi Parasar, when talked about the Mercury, he said Mercury is behaving as, with the other planets in the association. So the behavior of Mercury is very much related to the where Mercury is sitting. If Mercury is sitting with the malefic, become malefic. If sitting with the benefic, become benefic. Mercury is the Yuvraj. Mercury is the prince of the celestial cabinet. So easily influenced. So here Mercury is coming. So all these three is going to influence the Mercury. It's Mercury is a child. So the mental intensity, amplifying the mental intensity, amplifying the emotional insights. Mangaldev here, amplifying the passion, amplifying the focus. And the Scorpio, everything happening is in a Scorpio. So the internal transformation. So Mercury got, the desire. Mercury will get the desire here to discover the uncovered truth. Scorpio is all about the, the discovery, the research and development, the occult. So I firmly believe this time, it will be like in Scorpio till 29th of December, that period. So from tonight, 8:45 to 29th of December, this period. So this period will be excellent for research, excellent for occult studies, including astrology, deep healing, that sort of thing. And the psychological introspection, that's a great period. And doing the strategy and planning, that's a great period. Mercury will help. Mercury will, help in that. But some cautions also. This period might be sensitive for ego classes. Because, so many powerful planets are together there. So stay away from the ego classes. Over-analysis. Mercury might become over-analytical. Obsession also. And then trust issues. And emotional oversensitivity. Because Mercury in a Scorpio, so I was talking about you are looking at, under the surface. Things are not coming at the surface. So truth behind words. So the communication of the Mercury might be blunt. Honest. As well as deep. Revealing and emotionally charged. So that is the storehouse of the emotions basically, where this is happening. So individuals, natives may speak from the stored emotion rather than the logic that can happen in this period. So that's why this is very important period to listen carefully. Active listening is very much required. Don't react quickly.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This is the use of
Observe more
astrology.
and react less.
Yeah, this is the use of astrology. How you will behave in that particular period to make your life, smooth and beautiful. This is the use of astrology. I already told this is great for research, great for writing, great for knowing towards the hidden knowledge if you are after that. So from now to 29th of December, hidden insights rise, old patterns break, and the deep healing begins. This is the time. So inner transformation, this is the time of the inner transformation. So for the tantra it's good, for astrology it's a good, for psychology it's a good, for investigation it is good. So any research based work, it is good. Perfect time, this is perfect time for research discussions. Now the mental healing, that's very important, because the Scorpio rules being the 8th house of the Kalpurus, that is the emotional sensitivity is also here. So the worried pain, subconscious patterns. So a Scorpio is also indicating subconscious patterns, and Mercury came here. So Mercury is bringing awareness here.
More clarity.
So yes, one thing important, this transit of Mercury help us to see what we avoided, because what we are avoiding, that is sitting in the subconscious. So consciously if you are avoiding something that is sitting in the subconscious, you cannot avoid, and Mercury is now going there. So you might see what you have avoided. So careful communication, because sun is there. The sun, what is sun? Sun is the ego, and the Mars is there. So Mars is aggression. We should understand. And Venus is the emotion. So ego, aggression, emotion is already there, and now Mercury is coming. The speech is coming over there. So all in a Scorpio. So the conversation might carry the emotional charge. That's why I'm telling time and again, choose your word wisely. Don't react quickly. This is the thing. So spiritually, I always try to align, the things spiritual, because being the Vedic astrologer, our root is Vedas for this Vedanga. So Mercury in Scorpio asks you to speak from truth, not fear, and to see what lies, what lies beneath your own words, own mind. That is the message. So this is all about Mercury. And every time when we are just discussing transit, I'm telling what we are discussing, that's in generic in nature. Because every chart is unique. Every individually unique. So this transit is going to impact every individual in a different way, because we need to understand for the specific particular chart what is the Ashtak Vargas, what are the Bindus, how this transit is coming to impact.
Yes.
So superimposition on the natal chart of that particular individual with this transit chart and other astrological parameters, principles we need to apply. Then the customized, impact of this transit on that particular native we can predict. So for, if someone is very much interested, so they should go and find and consultant a real Daivagya. What we are here discussing, that's generic in nature for spreading awareness of this divine science. As Guru Agya, so we need to spread the awareness of this divine science. So we are doing here, but the consultation has to be, it's a very very much person specific. So if anybody wants, so they should be in touch with the real Devagyas. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I think this much is enough. Mercury in Scorpio definitely will help us in healing misunderstandings and also approaching relationship with more maturity overall.
Yes.
Bringing out more clarity.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.